Welcome back to Footballing with Ben Roethlisberger. This is the new and improved and updated 2025 Steeler prediction show.
That's right.
We are going to spend this show, well, the beginning of it, we'll talk about what happened last night. But the beginning, or this show is going to be strictly nothing but going over the schedule, talking about wins and losses, hitting on each game quickly. I redid it this morning, my predictions for this year.
Okay.
Broke it down by team. Did not look, I know we did it, it's been probably a month or so, because we did it. We actually did the last time I think we did this was, I think we did it with and without Aaron.
Right, we didn't know.
We didn't know if 12 was coming. Oh, not 12.
8, right?
8, sorry. So used to being 12. We didn't know if Aaron was coming or not. So we did kind of a win-loss with him. And then we also did one Evan's prediction and my prediction. Again, this has been probably a month or so at least. Yeah. So I did not look at that. I promise. It's in my notebook here. It's turned over. I have this page here that I just did. So, and then once we go through this new one, we'll kind of look back and see how the comparisons are after preseason. And obviously these predictions are going to be strictly based on where we sit today. So many things can happen with injuries, with players. Okay, so-and-so's playing good, so-and-so's not. So I think when we get going into this year, as we do an episode, we'll talk about the game that just happened, and then we'll look forward to the next week's game, and predictions may change. So I don't want people to think that this is not set in stone, obviously, because so many things can happen. So we will get to that. We're not even going to do beer today. We're not doing food. We are so focused on the season. We have no time for anything else.
It's so close, man.
So close. But before we get to that, we do have to talk about last night. Both you and your lovely wife were there with me and my lovely wife and my crazy 3 kids. We went to PPG, obviously. We talked about on the show with Coach Fish. Got to watch Coach Fish and the Lady Panther volleyball team really, I want to choose my words wisely, but whoop up on the Arizona State women's volleyball team.
The old Sun Devils.
The Sun Devils. Yeah. The old Panther was too strong for the Sun Devil.
It's true.
It looked we saw Penn State go down before that. We got there to catch the end of Penn State losing to TCU. I think Penn State was one or two.
It was wild, yes.
They lost, which was a crazy first start to the night, and then we got to watch the Lady Panthers go at it. Congratulations to Coach Fish. If you haven't checked that episode out, go check it out. Great insight from him. If you haven't seen that team, the Lady Panthers, play volleyball, go. It is, if you can get a ticket, I've heard that you can't really get tickets to like their season. Like it might be sold out.
Yeah, it's hard. You got to know somebody at this point.
Man, they're so much fun to watch. But really enjoyed watching them. The kids had a blast. Didn't want to leave. We had school today. Our kids finally started school today. They did. So we were like, we kind of bad parents. Like it's 9 o'clock and we're leaving PPG. Game, there were only 2 sets in. We were up 2-0. I'm like, hey, we got to get home, get you all to bed. They started school today, but fun watching them. It's always fun. It started out the first set, I think it was like 5 or 6-0. Like we're like, oh boy, this could be a long night.
Yes.
But then flip switched. It was a lot of fun. So congrats to Coach Fish and the ladies. We'll be keeping an eye on y'all and rooting for y'all the rest of the season.
So much so, man. I wore my victory garb here.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of have my pit blue on a little bit,
the irony,
unknowingly.
Because I didn't wear this to the game. I found that I had this hat this morning.
You could, you didn't wear that last night.
No,
you should have.
Maybe it's lucky that I didn't. You know what I mean? I would love to be one of those superstitious sports fans. I'm not.
Yeah, but I used to be a little bit early in my playing days until my faith grew.
Yeah.
I realized that
you're like, oh, God's in control.
God does not care what song I listen to when I pull into the stadium. I promise you.
What if when we get to heaven, he's like, I actually did care.
Yeah, if you would have just listened to that song every single time.
Bum me out that you switched it up. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so we are going to get into this. This is not going to be a long episode, y'all. No. We're going to hit each game, spend just a couple minutes on each game. Some games we might not spend much time on, like Cleveland.
Is that a game?
Well,
I guess you do have to address, right?
Yeah, we have to at least talk about it quickly. But what we're going to do is we open up this Sunday in New York against the Jets. And before we get to that, Spence, I would like to just do something real quick.
Please. What you got there?
If y'all, this is signed by Evan. If y'all have not got this cookbook, I'm telling you, you better get it, because on Tuesday of next week, when we do this show, we are going to be eating and I know y'all gonna want to eat this with us. So y'all gonna get. Is it 3? Oh yeah.
Yeah. 3 each.
We are going to be starting our dinner with some smoked salmon bagel bites. Okay. This is the ingredients in here. The prep. Well, I'm gonna take you 15 minutes.
That's a quick one.
Nothing to it.
A little something for the kids.
General. How you say General So?
Yeah, General
just
So.
So. General Tissot. That's like our Fabir. That's General Tissot. Tenders. So we're gonna have some chicken tenders. Oh, those are gonna be so good. If you want to have those with us. And last but not least, a little pastrami on rye. So get this cookbook so that you can eat this with us. Like, why not have this with us? Are you going to be able to are we going to try and get the beer on the thing so they can do all of it?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get that this week.
Okay. So come on now. Get the cookbook. If there's any left, there's still signed ones out there. Because you if you want to really be sitting in the basement with us when we talk about the Jets game, y'all, that's as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, and they're running out, folks. So get them while they're here.
Hurry up.
Yes, that is awesome. I'm telling you right now, those salmon bagel bite things.
Yeah.
When brother, I ate 16 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the one that if you would have said which of those 3 you're looking forward to the most, I'd probably go General So, chicken tender, General Tissot, chicken tenders. I'm not a huge rye. I'm not a huge rye bread, but I love either like a ciabatta or a sourdough. Yeah. But I get why he's doing it. He's the chef.
Well, and it's classic.
It is.
It's a classic.
It is. And I'd probably go there. Salmon bite bagels are probably my third, and I love that. But now you might have me switching.
Well, there's
to
a
number
chive cream cheese on it, underlayer.
See, that's why y'all gotta get the book.
Dog,
you wouldn't have known it was on there. I wouldn't know. I didn't read it. That's my fault.
So when I every one of those that is in that photograph,
you ate.
I ate them. The one in the photograph. And then I asked Evan, "Hey man, any more of those?
Any more?"
He's like, yeah.
I might have a couple. So okay. Anyway, Spence will tell you how to get that. It'll be in the description. Yep. We'll get the beer to you guys so you can. I mean, this is going to be. You have no excuse. Last year we got this cookbook to you late in the season.
Yes,
right? I mean,
and it sold out really quick.
Really quick.
Yes.
This year we're getting it to you if you want, and well, you better get them because they're gonna go quick. There's not many left. Get it now so that you can cook and do this whole thing with us. Okay, let's get into this. Like I'm sitting forward. This is like
New York Jets.
Let's go, New York Jets. Okay. Again, not gonna spend a lot of time. Obviously, Fields is there. And again, when I preview these games, sorry, I know I messed your camera up, Spence.
Oh, you're good.
Too far forward. When we preview these, we're talking as is right now, and some of these are going to be hard to predict because we haven't seen guys. We haven't seen Aaron Rodgers play. We haven't seen, Justin Fields got hurt. So this is just going off of a prediction of what I think in terms of playing the game, where it's at, this, that, and the other. I have us going up to New York and getting a win. I think it's not. It may be a little rusty early, obviously, because it's first game of the season for a lot of guys. Our offense might not be clicking on all cylinders right from the get-go. I think there may be some angst from fans because they won't see what they were hoping to see right away. I would just say be patient with it. I think it'll work itself, iron itself out. I don't know if this one will be as big of a blowout as people probably hope and want and think. And I'm saying that because I think when you have a Hall of Fame guy coming in and Aaron, you have that a GOAT coming in, that fuels the other team. Because you don't want to be the team that gets, I know he's a Hall of Famer, but we're adding to his resume.
Yeah.
You want to be the guy that's like, no, we're going to prove that doesn't have it anymore. And there's going to be some extra jet fuel.
Hey, this guy. Look at him.
That they're going to be wanting to get him. He was with us last year, some of that kind of stuff. So I think it may be a little closer, but I do think the Steelers get the W up there.
What do you think the Justin Fields implications towards Pittsburgh is going to be? I
don't know that that'll be as big of a deal because Justin was here. He played. He got kind of, he got benched for lack of better words. I don't know that he will have a bunch of I want to go get the Steelers. He seems like a dude that doesn't hold on to that. Now, I'm not saying Aaron's going to go want to get the Jets. Like, that's not what it is. I think the Jets players may want to be like, get Aaron more than Aaron wants to go revenge on the Jets. I don't think there's any of that. I think Aaron's too mature in the game to be like, I'm a guy that wants to go beat that team. I want to win because I want to win.
Yeah. Do you think there's any I agree with you with Aaron's position in this stage of his game, but do you think there's any hey, I want to create a chip on my shoulder anyways, I'll just use whatever's there?
I don't know I don't know him well enough to know that if he does. I would do that sometimes playing like the Ohio teams, just like, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna go beat y'all because I just love beating the Ohio teams, right?
Yeah.
He might have that when we a couple weeks later when the Pack comes to town.
Yeah,
that might be a little different than the Jets, maybe.
I got questions, but I'll wait. So I know we're getting there. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's want to know.
Okay.
Next week, Seattle's coming here. I'm going with another win for us. I don't think Seattle coming across the country can get it done. That's a team being on the West Coast I don't know a lot about either. I think Sam Darnold is their quarterback, who obviously played really well last year, but he was in an offense that had a really, really good coach. I'm not saying Seattle coach is not good, please. That's not what I'm saying. But he had a quarterback-friendly head coach and play caller. And I think the weapons that he had, they definitely have Cooper Kupp up there. I think they have some options up there, but I don't think they have enough firepower to handle our defense. I think our defense is too powerful. And I think this is a game where DK Metcalf is going to want to go off and go crazy. And I think Aaron and the staff will help that happen. I think if you're a fantasy guy and you're in a week-by-week basis, I would take DK Metcalf in this game.
Sure.
Now, I think Seattle might say, listen, we're not going to let DK beat us. But at the end of the day, if he wants to beat you, he's going to beat you.
Yeah, that's DK Metcalf.
That's my 2 cents there. Coming across the country, not easy, 1 o'clock. All that being said, I think we get the win.
So I think it's really interesting. We have back-to-back revenge games with 2 of our stars. Yep. I think that's a phenomenal storyline here. What is the impact you think that someone has been with a team for so long? Like, I would imagine Seattle knows DK's game in and out to where if anyone's going to be able to shut DK down, it's probably going to be that team. Or is that coaching staff changed?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't
impact?
know who's on their staff or who's on their staff and their players well enough. Do they have a DB that has been on that team for 5-6 years that's been like, listen, I go against him every day in practice.
Yeah.
I know what it takes. I also know give me some help over the top. Give me some safety help. Now I think that you're going to see I think you'll see that a lot this year, which is why I think the run game is going to be so important. I think you're going to see a lot of teams trying to put 2 guys over the top. Which meaning a safety over top of a corner. So in a way, double teaming. Without double teaming, you have a safety keeping an eye on the best receiver. So you're going to have to utilize middle of the field tight ends because that'll help keep a safety honest. Receivers on the other side running the ball. You got to get them out of that when they want to be in that too high shell, which means 2 safeties high. That's to help prevent passing big plays. When you see 2 high safeties, you want to run the ball because that you have more guys to run. So that makes them force their hand by bringing a safety down into the box, which then opens up the passing game. Right. So that's kind of the ebb and flow, give and take of offense, defense, the chess match that is football. So you're going to see some safeties over top. And again, I think Seattle may do that just to say DK is not going to beat us.
Sure.
But I think you get in that red zone, they're going to find a way to get DK the ball.
So you're saying they'd rather lose to Jalen Warren.
I think so.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So it's 2-0. Week 3, we are at the Pats. So I'm a little torn on this one. Okay, this is one that the Steelers should win. Okay, you've got Drake May, who I think is playing better than he did his first year. I did like Drake May. I think I have question marks by his name because I'm like, what Drake May is going to show up, right? This may change after week 1 and 2 if I see how he's playing and be like, no chance. But as we sit here right now, I am torn on which way to go. And I'm saying because it's in New England, Vrabel's there coaching now. I think he brings that a different mentality, different mindset to the game up there. My question mark is still their quarterback. I have a loss here, which I know is, again, I'm torn on it. It's like I'm like 51 loss, 49 win. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even 50 because I feel like this is like one of those kind of trap games in a way that like, okay, we're going to go up there. We're supposed to win this game. I think our defense will has a really good chance to dominate their offense. I think our defense can get after Drake May, but it just feels like this could be one of those ones where we're just not on for some reason. We're up in New England. I don't know. So I'm torn on it. And as I sit here today, I have an L there. Yeah. And again,
I think they're favored too, man. You think about here's some stats here. New England beat Pittsburgh in 2022 with Mac Jones, and in 2023 with Bailey Zappi, or is that I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah. And so Drake May, and I think you made a really good point. Like I think everybody's waiting to see what the Mike Vrabel Patriots look like. I mean,
Yes.
that they might be something.
Right. He knows he played up there. He's got a mentality of toughness, running the ball, protect the quarterback, So I don't know. I'm just a little bit. I want to see something real quick. I just thought of. I'm a little. Again, sorry, people. I should have done this earlier. We're running back. Okay, so Antonio Gibson, Trayvon Henderson, Steve. So they got some dudes that can run the ball now. So anyway, okay. I'm going to stick with it for now. Okay. Again, when we preview this game, I may change, and I don't even remember what I wrote here before. So I'll be interested to see back. So 2-1. Okay. And again, part of me might think that's just like one of those quote unquote trap games.
Okay.
All right. Next week we're going to Ireland.
That's right.
Vikings. The two things that I have on here, my depends on timing. When are the Steelers going over? When's Minnesota going over? Mm-hmm. When we played Minnesota in London a bunch of years ago, they went over there earlier in the week. We went over late in the week. I felt like we were tired. We were jet lagged, all this, that, and the other, and they barely got us. But so I think it depends on the timing. When are the Vikings going over? When are the Steelers going over? I also think the Vikings this year, they still have a lot of great weapons, but what is J.J. McCarthy going to be like? We don't know. He hasn't played. He's in essence still a rookie.
Yep.
Now he'll be better than a typical rookie because he would have gotten mental reps and been around the game last year, but he's still a rookie. What Aaron Rodgers is going to show up? Is Aaron Rodgers going to go out there and is he feeling good and fresh? So all those things are just, we're juggling things. I have a W down for the Steelers because I think at the end of the day, Aaron is going to be the difference in that game.
Interesting. This is the first time that Aaron sees any team from the NFC North.
And I think there's definitely something there. He's played these teams numerous times. He knows them. He's got a feel for them. And I took that into consideration a little bit on some of my NFC North picks.
Yeah. So
that's why I say I think he is going to be the key to why they end up winning.
I'm really excited that they have the NFC. I mean, I know we weren't sure about where Aaron was going to land when the schedule came out, but man, did that pay off for whoever made the schedule.
They got incredibly lucky.
Yeah. So you think we're taking this?
I do. So that gets us 3-1 going into the bye week. Early bye, we talked about that. Not ideal. Maybe it'd be ideal for if you're an older team, you need some guys to get rested up. But again, I think that's a little earlier than most guys want. That's sure.
What's the earliest bye that you remember having?
I don't think you can do much earlier than this one. I don't think you're allowed. I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking out from experience. Yeah. I don't think you can do much earlier than week 4.
That's tough.
It is.
That's a tough one.
We come off the bye with the Browns win.
Almost like 2 byes.
Yeah, honestly, what are we talking about? They're going well right now where we sit. They chose Flacco. Good decision.
Yeah,
in my opinion. By then, who knows what's going on? So and it really won't matter. A W for us. So 4-1. Going into what I think is going to be 2 of the biggest, 2 really, really big challenges in games back to back, and that's at the Bengals on Thursday night. So they're going to go Browns division win, and then they play the Bengals a few days later. Okay, in Cincinnati on Thursday night. Unfortunately, I have a loss here for the Steelers because it's a short week. You're going on the road. The Bengals are really good in prime time. Where I think they have a chance here is I think the Bengals defense was not good last year. They had Trey Henderson, who is now back. They signed him for they gave him some money to stay. But I don't think that he's going to have the same. I mean, he led the league in sacks last year. Great football player, high motor. I think their defense is actually worse than where we sit today. Again, let's see. I think it's worse than it was last year. Advantage Steelers. Their offense is scary good. The Bengals offense is scary good. I think Joe Burrow is one of the best in the game. They got maybe the best receiver in the game. They got some stuff. That plays into our hand because of how good I think our defense is. I just think, though, as the game wears on, I think, even if the Bengals are down, they start throwing the ball over the field. That's tough to defend. I think the short week makes it hard. I think it'll be a closer game where we sit today, but I still think it's a loss for the Steelers.
Yeah, when I think about the game last year, it was, the fact that their defense was as bad as it was our saving grace. I mean, we put up 44 points that day. And that was, but they put up 38.
Yeah.
So it felt like if we get an offense that is any degree better than the one previously.
Yeah. I remember that game. That was the one that was at Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of, I think that was Russ's kind of, that was like maybe
dropping some moon balls.
Best game. They went after it. And listen, I think our offense is going to be better than we were last year. I think our defense is going to be better.
You think their defense is the deciding factor?
I do. I don't think they're going to be as good, but I think their offense is going to be
even more
more dangerous. So that gets us to what? 4-2. Thursday night, and then we go right to not the same Sunday. We go, the next game is Packers here Sunday night. Advantage Steelers because of the extra time, right? You go from Thursday to Sunday, you get a little mini bye in there. Huge. Pat coming to town. I'm gonna throw a few things at you here. The Packers are one of my teams to win the Super Bowl. Like they're one of my favorite, as we see here today, one of my favorites out of the NFC. I've said on the show before, I am a Jordan Love fan. Yep. I think he's a really good football player. Do they have enough firepower on offense? Potentially. I love their coach and the way he is aggressive and what they've done now on defense, obviously adding Parsons, if he stays healthy. I think this is going to be a great game for Aaron. I think he's going to want to go out there and light the pack on fire. I just think there's going to be too much defense for the Packers. And I think there's going to be a lot of firepower from the pack in their offense. And I actually put a loss here.
Wow.
I know. I think these are two huge games. I think there's a lot to unpack in this game, but I just think it's going to be too much.
Is that a primetime game?
It is. It's a Sunday night game.
I was going to say, if they put that at 1 o'clock, someone should be fired.
Sunday night game. And I think my concern as we sit here today is our offensive line.
Okay,
That's going to be my concern.
We're going to be well into the season.
Yes. So again, this may change. These things can all change, people. This is not.
Well, who did the Packers draft? They just got a receiver, didn't they? I totally forgot about Micah Parsons too, man.
Yes, they got some guy. I think they got a receiver early. So anyway,
you're taking you got us taking a.
I have us losing, so that takes us to 4-3.
Okay.
At this point, the next week we have the Colts coming to town. That's a win for us at this point. I know they're starting. It was Daniels, maybe.
Oh, did he get that?
Maybe it's not Richardson, but but again,
Danny Dimes over there.
I don't know what's going to happen. So I just don't think there's enough. I don't think they have enough firepower to hang with us. That's one that when we revisit, something could change. But I don't have a lot to say on that game other than we're going to win. I mean, just being honest. 5-3 going to the Chargers Sunday night at Chargers. The Chargers are one of those teams that I'm not really sure what we're going to get yet. This one I may flip and flop back and forth quite a few times before this game happens. I think just going out to the West Coast is a lot harder than people give it credit for. It's Sunday night, prime time, Harbaugh. How's Justin Herbert going to play this year? Again, don't know much else about that team. Haven't seen much, but I'm just going with a loss off of the simple fact we're going to them. And it's a primetime game.
You got the Naj revenge game.
Oh yeah,
right?
Naj. Yep.
Good story arc, but at the same time, it's like, well, I would argue that outside of the quarterback revenge game, he probably has the highest percentage to make an impact on the game
for sure. Yes. And he's going to want to go crazy.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So I totally forgot about that one. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with a loss there.
Yeah, that Chargers is one of those teams, man. I want to be good so well. I feel like I would have no problem rooting for the Chargers until we have to play them.
Yeah,
it feels like a team. Yeah. Like I like their quarterback. Harbaugh's awesome, but they just haven't really turned into an AFC powerhouse yet.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. Maybe he's wearing different color khakis. His khakis a color, right? It's not actual
or fabric.
Fabric.
I think it's a color.
I thought so too, but he was wearing black khakis, but it wouldn't be khakis. They would be like
chinos, but that's a different thing too.
I don't know.
I think you're right though in pointing out the success of this game is predicated on the type of khakis he's wearing.
For sure. What's he wearing? Maybe he should go with the Belichick, by the way, who got destroyed last night.
Yeah, that was tough.
Maybe he should do the Belichick, how he does the cutoff sweatshirt, do the cutoff khakis.
Bro,
Right?
that would be, come on.
Out in LA, that'd fit. That'd be like that'd be.
I'll wear them during that game. The episode we do, like, I'll wear them just
Oh man,
cut off the Belichick cutoff khakis.
That's the cutoff khaki. That's who Justin Bryan wears those sometimes.
He
when
loves
he golfs.
those.
It's weird. He has like strings on the bottom.
He does cut them super short though.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah.
Pockets. You can see the pocket.
Yeah, I thought that was it's his thing.
All right. Well, after that we have the Bengals coming to town.
Yep.
Again, the Bengals I think are going to be a really good football team outside of their defense, but I think the Steelers get this one. It's at home. It's a 1:00 game. I just think it just feels like that's a Steeler game.
Yeah.
So if we stop there after the Bengals, I have us as 2, 4, 6, and 4. Okay? Not exactly probably what Steeler fans want to hear.
Yeah.
Again, who knows what's going to happen. And then we're going to go into what I think is like really the meat of the season. Like this is going to be where it's at. I mean, I guess that the whole thing, these last couple are all big, but we're going to the Bears. Bears. I actually, surprising, I'm interested to see what I wrote down before. I'm actually going to go loss here for the Steelers. If Caleb Williams continues to improve like he did in the preseason under Ben Johnson, who I think is the MVP of that team right now, their new head coach and coordinator, play caller, I should say. They have some weapons. They got some tight ends. They got some. They have a pretty revamped team. I would have said there's a zero chance that they were gonna beat us, but now I just have this feeling that their offense is going to be a lot better, and they're going to be a decent football team. I think he's putting Caleb in a situation to really succeed and be really good. I mean, what he did with Jared Goff and that team last year with all the weapons that Jared had, he really put Jared in great situations. I think he'll do the same thing for Caleb. I think Caleb's a little better athlete than Jared. I think Jared can throw the ball. Caleb can throw the ball too, but I just think that he's gonna put them in situations to really be good. And so the Bears could be a team that you're gonna have to watch out for. I know that Aaron Rodgers has owned the Bears forever, and that will definitely be something to take into consideration. I think the Bears are going to want to stop that.
Yeah,
his domination of them. And so I think there's going to be motivation for the Bears there. So at Chicago, I think is another thing too. If it wasn't at Chicago, I wouldn't lean that way, but just being there makes me feel like that could be a loss.
Yeah, I think Ben Johnson's going to be the X factor, obviously.
Yeah.
But I also, do you and Aaron ever just sit around and talk about the Bears and the Browns? You guys is that you have like an ownership meeting?
Usually on Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
We get letters from those teams.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, that's pretty nice of them.
That's really nice of them. Good for you guys. But this, I do think this, based upon things that Aaron has said, this might be the last chance the Bears get to get up over Aaron.
Yes.
Because if this was his last,
and you know what though, at the end, if they do get it,
it's nothing.
It's like, oh, we got you. I know you were 30-1 against us, but we got the last one.
Right.
Like,
it's just a little. For them, it's a saving grace thing. I hear you. But I agree. The stuff that I've seen coming out of Chicago, they might be something that not only can derail that legacy, but just might be something in the league.
I think they're going to be. I think that NFC North has got a chance to be a good division.
Yeah,
really good. So okay, take another loss there. Bills coming here. This was a tough one for me. I felt like this is one that the Steelers could get. But I just think the Bills they're just strong. They're strong. It helps that it's at home. And again, we're starting to get later in the season. There's going to be injuries. Who's healthy? Who's not? This could change. All these games could change as we move into the later parts of the year. But I just think the Bills, they've been built for it. They got great coaching, and I think that's another loss for the Steelers, unfortunately.
I don't know if you've seen this, but what does the Bills' defense look like?
I don't know. Again, they spend so much on their offense.
Yeah.
They want to outscore everybody, but they just need to be good enough on defense, I think. If we can, it's like, listen, if we can hold teams to 30 points, they'll take that because they count on their offense to score 40.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's another loss there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. So right now I have a 6-6.
Okay. That sounds about right.
It's not, 500, huh?
Par for the course.
Imagine that's what fans are like, yeah.
No matter how you get to 500, right?
Right. So now we're going to the Ravens, okay? My initial instinct here is a loss because it's the Ravens. I think they're going to be really good. That being said, I feel like this is one that we might just go in and get them because we do that sometimes. We go beat the Ravens in Baltimore, and we have we talk about having Lamar's kryptonite, this, that, and the other. Could this be the year that he's like, I'm done with that. I'm sweeping the Steelers? Sure. I am torn here. Again, I don't know if I already said I'm torn. Mm-hmm. I wrote a loss, but I have a question marks by it. I wrote a W. I circled it. My gut right now tells me loss, but I'm going to go with a W.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a W because it just feels like it.
I will say your intuition is one to be trusted due to your resume in this stadium. However, you are no longer on this team. I don't know if you know that. There was the times that I've watched that intuition play out, it was just a different quarterback. And according to these reports I'm reading right here, Aaron and Lamar have never squared off.
No way.
Never.
This will be the first time.
Yeah, and they're going to meet twice here on the back end of the season.
Wow.
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
But Pittsburgh lost twice last season.
To Baltimore. Okay. So I'm going to give us a W. I'm going to stick with it.
All right.
Okay. Then Miami's coming here on a Monday night. That is a Ring of Honor game.
That's right.
Yes, that's a Monday night. I'll be there with Pounce.
You guys going to get suit up?
Oh, it might.
Get in L53 and 7?
Hey, listen. I love him to death, and no one has more heart than that guy, and I would stand behind him as his quarterback all day, and he was my center. But he weighs, I think, a little less than I do right now.
He's thin.
He's very thin. And so as much as I love him in his heart, I think he could – I know he would want to stay between me and that guy, and he would give me everything he had to stay between me and that guy. And Pounce, I love you to death, but you look thin. You're like 245, 240. I don't even know what you are.
But he's got that pouncy violence.
I know he does. But he played at like 305, 310. Yeah, that's a lot more weight. And if he's got an anchor, and he was already smaller, but he was athletic.
Yeah.
And again, I love you, Pounce. You know I love you. And I would give anything for you. I just don't know that I can stand behind you right now, brother. For one play, you got me. I know you got to Pounce because he's going to do some wildly crafty stuff.
Yeah.
But at some point, there's going to be a 360, 70-pounder guy going to bull rush. And I love you, Pounce. I say I love you, Pounce.
What's the help?
Yeah. Anyway, but I think us being at that game, not that we're the reason. Bill Hartman just texted me from Giant Eagle.
Oh,
Bill, we're doing a show.
What a good.
He probably wanted to get. He knew we were doing a show, and he wanted to get me to shout him out.
What a good guy, though.
He's a great guy. I love him to death. I wonder what he want to know.
Giant Eagle.
Anyway, I'll text you right back. Miami win. Steelers. Yeah. Not saying it's because Pounce and I are there, but just saying
you might channel some power.
We might. We might have it.
Yeah.
Next week at Detroit. I know early on, I'm imagining. I promise you, people, I have not looked at my last ones. I feel like I probably said loss here. I'm going win.
Really?
I'm going win. I feel like the Steelers, at this point in the season, are going to be like, let's go.
Yeah.
Make or break, because I said we were 6-6. They just got to win at Ravens. They just beat Miami at home. They're going to go into Detroit. They're going to get that win. I don't think Detroit's going to, and the reason is, too, I think Detroit's not going to be as good as they were last year because they don't have Ben. I think they'll be good, but I don't think they'll be as good. I think our defense will step up. I think it's just going to be one of those games that we get to win. Okay? So let me see where we are right now. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 6. Okay? We're starting to get there.
Feel good about that.
Next week, we're at the Browns. Enough said. Win.
The pace at which you pass that game is amazing.
Last game of the season. Ravens here. Win. Steelers. Sweeping the Ravens this year, okay? And here's why. Here's one of the reasons why. The Ravens have already locked up a playoff spot.
Oh, okay.
They may not play, guys. And we're going to get this win.
Okay.
So we're going to go into the postseason with 5 straight wins.
Wow.
Okay? If not 5, if we don't get that Ravens game, 4. Okay? Which is exactly what you want to do. You want to be going in hot.
Yep.
Okay? So I believe that gets us, what's that? I'm going to do a recount. So sad. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that'd be 6, right? Because there's 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
11 and 6. Okay?
Okay. I think that's similar, if not what you had before.
Well, Should we do it now, or do you want to talk about any of that stuff before we go back?
The only thing that stood out to me towards the end here is the Lions game. It obviously you put a lot of stock into the impact Ben Johnson had on the Lions, and that's what earned him a head coaching job in Chicago. Was it a big enough impact on that team that by removing him, they fall out of the number 1 seed in that division?
I think it's a bigger deal than people think. Like, you could say, okay, like I'm not sure too about how many other coaches stayed there.
Sure.
Like, okay, is it one of those things where it's like, okay, the running back coach is now our coordinator, and he was with Ben for a year or two, or I think Antoine Randall was there. I think he went. I think some guys went to Chicago.
So that was my next question. Like, how many did he take?
I don't know, but I didn't do enough homework on that. I should know. But even if there's a coach that's there, and you can be like, I know this system. I've been a part of this system. Like, okay, you can have Bruce Arians, who is our coordinator, who's a great coordinator, and you got Randy Fichtner, who was underneath him for a long time. Just because he knew every play, he helped design plays, he did, but it's still not the same person.
Yeah,
the mind, the thinking, how you. So Ben Johnson, he may have passed. He said, "Hey, here's your playbook. Here's my thoughts." There's still something to be said about the guy calling the plays, because he has to feel the game. Great coordinators feel the game. They anticipate plays. They anticipate what could happen, outcomes of plays, the previous play.
Sure.
And so there's something about a rhythm. It's just because a quarterback is in the same system doesn't mean they're not going to succeed the same way. There's a feel to it. So I think that just because that I think that coach is a big enough deal. I really do. It's the same sort of thing as in reverse. Like, Sam Darnold had such a great year last year with Coach O'Connell, with Kevin O'Connell. Doesn't mean he's going to have the same success this year up in Seattle. It's not like all of a sudden Sam Darnold is an all-pro quarterback.
Yeah,
he played great last year, but is also a product of who he's with. So I just think that there's something to be. And again, we may, as we get into the season, the first couple games or first half of the season, we may see the Lions go on a tear and be like, man, they're clicking. Right. They got it. I mean, they've got some great players. Don't get me wrong. I'm on Ron St. whatever you say his name. The kids love him. He's a great football player. I like Jared Goff. Obviously they got Aiden Hutchinson on the outside. They got players. I just don't think it's going to be enough to beat us.
Yeah. So do you think
where we sit right now?
Yeah. No. I'm excited for all of the NFC North games, but you think any of that kind of intuition? How much of that intuition you think was influenced by Dan Campbell? Because he seems to be the culture driver, obviously, as the head coach. But when you have a stud like Ben Johnson, how much of that is like?
Listen, you can have a head coach that's a culture driver, but it doesn't. He's not calling the plays.
Sure.
He can sit there and say, "Hey, listen, we're going for on fourth. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this." But he's not the one. He's not the guy. He's not the mind behind the play calling.
He's the heart.
Yes,
heart out there.
That's a big difference. It's a big difference.
Man,
and Jared Goff may have different confidence too. If you have so much confidence in Ben Johnson, like, man, we just click, we work, and all of a sudden that guy's gone. You have confidence in yourself, but there might just be a little bit of like, okay, man, I know, like he may never say this, but like, say on like a 3rd and 3, the new coordinator calls something. Jared might be like, man, Ben would have done this. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he would say that out loud, but there could be some sort of a, that could come into play.
We need to get another coach on the show, man, and get your two football minds together, because I think these conversations are extremely interesting to me. How that works, because the reality is the success of a team is predicated on how well you two, the people on the field and the people calling the plays, are able to pull something off and execute.
Yep. Maybe we should get BA on here. That'd be a good one to talk to Randy, but like Bruce would be awesome.
Yeah. All right. So let's check out what you did.
So I'm going back a page. Yeah. This is actually, it was from 520. I wrote it down.
Oh, look at us.
520.
See, you're on top of things.
Yeah. So I did a prediction with and without. I wrote 12 because this is before we knew he was coming.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So I have us at 11-6. Okay. That's my new prediction for September 2nd. 2020,
which I will say is more than most Steeler fans have us right now.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably. I actually wrote, it was funny, with Aaron, I had us 11-6.
There you go.
Without Aaron, I had us at 7-10.
Okay. That's huge.
It's pretty funny.
That's a huge
so I actually, as I look back here, I predicted the same record. Well, not
the same games though.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to see. Oh, wait, is this what Evan? Oh, this is Evan's prediction. I don't know that I did an actual game-by-game breakdown.
No? Or at least wrote it down. You probably, yeah.
That's right down. Okay, let's see here. So, yeah, this might be Evan's. So it looks like right now, Jets, there's a W in the old on 520, W here. Seahawks, W. Pats, loss.
Oh, wow.
So the Pats were a loss. Vikings, I said win. We wrote down loss before.
Okay.
Browns.
Don't check it.
Don't even need to look. At Cincy, loss. Okay. Pack, win. Back here, loss. And a lot of that probably is the Parsons.
Sure.
Is enough to influence that. Colts, win. I know that. Chargers, loss. Okay. Bengals, win. I know that. Bears is an issue. We wrote win, and I think it's a loss now. I think just because of what I've seen so far with Caleb and that. So that one's a flip. The Bills is a loss, so that's on par. We wrote Ravens at Ravens win. That's a Ravens win.
Really?
Yes. Miami win. At Lions loss. We wrote back in the day a loss, and I wrote a win now.
Yeah.
And then at Browns, Ravens win. So a lot of similarities. The Lions is one. I think that was a flip, and the Packers are probably the two that are uniquely that I recognize that are different.
Which games you think on the schedule have the highest potential to go the other way of your prediction? Like, hey, I said win, but it could, because you were 50%. You were like torn on a couple of them.
Pats.
Okay.
I have us as a loss, but I think that could be a win. Potentially the Vikings, the Ireland game, just because there's so many variables there.
How much Guinness are you guys drinking beforehand?
How much Guinness am I drinking when I'm over there? Bengals. Gosh, I want to say the Packers, but I don't know. Like I just feel like I like the Packers.
I think they're going to be really good. Yeah.
Chargers. I have us as a loss. That could always be, but I don't think.
Well, that's Acrisure West.
True.
So
I'll say this. So the next one I would say would be the Bears.
Okay.
I think the Bears are really good, but again, I'm not sure.
Is it? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is it a move where like the Bears almost in an attempt to dethrone Aaron one last time, they do too much?
Too much. Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, that's a possibility. I think within like the first 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to see who the Bears are, who Caleb is. I think that'll be a big because that may be a stronger L.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Ravens at Ravens. That one I was torn on that one. I think that we sneaked that one, but that one could go the other way. I really don't. For some reason, I just don't feel confidence in the Lions this year. So I would say those couple I said, right?
Yeah. Which is interesting because you were big on them last year for obvious reasons that we discussed. But
I don't think people realize how big of a deal Ben Johnson.
Yeah. And you're wearing what is their blue? It kind of looks like that. It's like a name Hawaii. It's Hawaii.
Lions?
Yeah, it's like a Hawaii blue or something.
Oh, really? Yeah. This is lion. I would call this lion blue.
Yeah. But so
unintentionally,
I would assume some crazy stuff would have to happen for 11-6 not to get you into the postseason.
Yeah, I think that's postseason for sure.
Yeah. So what is our? Obviously, it's hard to call our teams, but what do you think the postseason run looks like?
Probably a loss first round.
You think?
No, I don't know.
Just going off of recent history.
Yeah, it depends on who. What rank, like what seed are we? Who else sneaks in? Like 11-6 could get us at like, could get you at like the 4 seed. Mm-hmm. So it just. But
according to your prediction, you're on a 5.
I think that's huge. I think that's huge. And injuries are always. I think there's a chance we get in the postseason, we win one. This team is built to go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they built this team to make a run right now. And so, could it happen? Absolutely. There's some other really good teams out there, though. We don't even touch like the what are the Chiefs gonna look like? What are the Bills gonna look like? It's just early right now, but I definitely think we get in the postseason. I think this is the year we get our first postseason win in a long time. I think so.
That's the headline, man.
Okay,
there it is.
Call it.
11-6.
By the way, Bill had texted me to see how everything was. And I do need to shout out Giant Eagle and Bill and Ian and Chef Mario over at the Market District. Giant Eagle. We had a little, before the volleyball game last night, we had a little, our annual kind of pool party, Labor Day, back to school. All our friends' kids are all going back to school. Party, whatever you want to call
Extravaganza.
it. Extravaganza.
Yeah.
And Giant Eagle catered it. Like I said, Chef Mario, Ian, Bill, thank you for help set it up. So thank you to all you guys for the food. It was spectacular, Bill. That's what he was just checking on. So rather than text you back, well, he might get mad. Rather than text you back, I'm going to tell you right here live, Bill, everything was great. They got a great group over there. Thank you.
Yes, I ate my weight in chicken wings.
Yes.
When I sat down, one of our buddies was like, Spence, is that your first plate? I was like, you know it's not my first plate.
How dare you?
How dare you? I eat the first one standing because I'm going to have to reload.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
there it is, 11-6. There you go.
Get it, because we are going to be eating out of it. You can't get this one because Evan signed this one, but
This one's ours.
it's ours.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. Excited for the Steelers this Sunday at the Jets. Football is back. I mean, can you feel it? I can feel it. Come on.
In the air tonight.
Anyway.
The taste and see that the Lord is good. Hey,
Okay. Anyway, we're getting a little.
We're excited,
we still have
man.
a few more days.
We're excited.
We are excited. We will see you guys on Tuesday of next week, because we can't do a live stream this Sunday because I will not be in town. Benjamin's got his golf thing.
Right.
So we'll not be here to do a live stream, but we will do live streams and we will have some fun guests on, I hope. And we look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday. Check the link below for the cookbook, for the beers, for anything else that is important. Spence will take care of it. Send us your comments, your thoughts, your likes, your dislikes, your agreements, your disagreements, I guess. Now you're allowed to disagree with the picks. What you think? Do you think 11-6 is doable? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? Where did I go wrong? And obviously it won't be the Cleveland games because, anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Go Steelers.